Are things fundamentally changed with China?
I mean, I think it's clear that we're in a new era with China. I think that what's happening in Taiwan, China just uses Pelosi's visit as a reason to ratchet. All they've been ratcheting in one way, in one direction, and it's towards the eventual takeover of Taiwan, whether they do it peacefully or as she said in a speech, peacefully or else. The question is, do they invade, and do they invade in the next year or two? They invade in the next 3 or 4? And what does that mean for U.S. national security with our reliance on Taiwan semi for chips and our reliance on China for antibiotic production and blood pressure medicine? There are some things where there is a reliance that is such a deep reliance on China on core areas of our existence. But then the flip side is we actually hold the economic nuclear button in the United States. China still uses dollars to interact with the rest of the world for the overwhelming majority of their transactions. And so if China's belligerence gets to a point where we need to do something, potentially engage either militarily or economically, I believe we should press that economic button and remove them from the SWIFT system and use that as a deterrent for China's potential invasion of Taiwan. Those are the things that I think need to be socialized in our government.
So do they wait until they build up their parallel SWIFT system?
You say parallel SWIFT system. So far, it's kind of like the old axis of evil, right? You have Russia partnering with China, and you have Iran as a friend of China, and you have North Korea as a potential friend of China. If the bad guys want to go hang out on the bad block, there is not going to be enough of a, quote, SWIFT system for the bad guys to properly operate. So I don't believe that that's an alternative. I think that their reliance on the globe is still going to be tantamount to their success, and their global primacy is something that they've convinced the academics, some academics in the U.S., some of the think tanks, and even some of the Wall Street analysts. And I don't think that's a foregone conclusion.
I think they have so much leeway, Kyle, and I think we're in an appease, not a confront mode here. And I don't have to look any further than, I don't know, who do you want to talk about? 650 million basketball fans in China. I mean, what the Houston Rockets guy, what did he say? You're down in Texas.
Yeah,
what did he say?
He said that he wanted to support democracy. God forbid.
The slightest thing.
That he says on Twitter, I support democracy.
Right. And that's just, I don't want to pick on the NBA, but name your multinational, name us en masse as a country that needs to trade, needs those billion and how many ever consumers that you want to count that we need. So what kind of power do we really have? We don't have any.
Churchill said going into World War II, he's famous for his comments from, call it 1930 to 1935, and being the only one in the UK Parliament saying, does anyone see what's going on here? Germany is looking to basically come to an equal number of planes and ships, and they're not supposed to be doing this, and we're funding them. And is anyone paying attention?
Yeah.
And at some point in time, they had to pay attention to what was going on with Hitler. And that appeasement, if I'm rereading this book, Churchill wrote a series of 6 books. One is called The Gathering Storm. It's the first one. And the parallels to the build-up into World War II now, I'm not saying we're going to World War III. I'm just saying that the vested interests with U.S. and U.K. investment into, let's just say, the aggressor, the parallels are shockingly similar. And the appeasement that's going on to a country that both of the last 2 secretaries of state said are committing a genocide and are engaging in live organ harvesting. And we all know that their ideology is very different than that of the developed West, but yet we continue to trade with them. Why do we trade with someone that is committing genocide? Well, because we really like profits and we really like cheap stuff. But at some point in time, if it were a smaller country, we would already have stopped trading with them. So the point I'm trying to make is the appeasement, the investment, and kind of the capture that China has of all of our businesses and all of our Wall Street heads, and really our universities and our academic institutions is frightening. And that's their unrestricted warfare that they engage in. And the good news is they're not polling so well in the States anymore. Mm-hmm. There used to be a very, very high favorability rating. It's very low now. They're polling around with Congress people and by a journalist, right?
Yeah.
So they're in a new place. You asked if we were in a new place. We're in a new place.